So I've come down to Torridon area for the next 3 nights where I'll be camping. And on the way down I've just stopped here, which is about 20 miles away from the where I'm camping. And this has been definitely worth it, and the weather has been perfect for this one actually. After all the rubbish weather the last few days, this has really changed actually. And for photography, for photos, for video, whatever, it's been the best because it's just been cloudy and it's been sunny and it's had everything actually. So if you time the moments right, some of this footage, hopefully, I think it does come out quite well actually. So especially the drone stuff at the top, where the rain cleared over and it just sort of really dark, but the sun was behind it. So yeah, this is the video, and it's definitely worth doing. Anyone to do this one. I know I say that all the time. I'm sure there'll be some that are not. However, the beginning bit is extremely steep. It is really steep, and it's the only, I think it's the only route up here that's got actual cairns all the way around, so you can't really go wrong. However, that doesn't mean it's necessarily easy, although as a hill walk it probably is pretty straightforward. So anyway, this is the video. So this is really nice, really nice, and it's actually sunny. For once, it's actually sunny. So I don't really know where this goes. It's a track you could follow. It's supposed to be quite difficult actually, but it will go off into the parts of the mountains at least. So I've just come past the 305 metres, whatever it is, in height, which feels a lot more than that. It's just been, since you come out of the woods, it's just completely straight up, I see all the way. But the view back is incredible. And it's not much further, I don't think, by the looks of things, but it could be one of those false summit things maybe. By the way, this is not to the top of this mountain, this is just part of it, but it might go up again after that bit. But yeah, I'm gonna carry on. So they've marked this out really well actually, with all these cairns. And then there's one up here. Well, I thought it was going to go around here, but actually, unless someone's having a laugh and just put them in the wrong place. But it's saying to go up over here, so which looks more interesting anyway. I guess if it didn't have them, it'd be harder. I mean, you probably still work it out quite easily, but it just makes it easier for finding a route. So much glad it's not fully sun. It'll be too far. I think it's a bit more hands-on now, this bit. So I have to put the camera away for a sec. Although still, oh, I've gone. It's still quite easy, I think. But you probably do have to use 2 hands. It's all quite sparkly. When the sun comes out, this rock, like, it sparkles a little bit. that way behind that mountain there would be Fisherfield, which is, I think, some of the most remote parts of the UK, definitely. But I think I read somewhere that said that some places in Scotland, there's some bits, like some of the most remote in Europe as well. I don't know if that includes that bit. I don't even know if that's right, but I've had that a couple of times. But behind that, there is nothing. You've got a few mountains. I can't pronounce the famous one on the other side. It would eventually come out to Wellerpool if you kept going that way. Which is why it takes a long time to get around here, because you drive around everything. So I just had to change because I'm pretty much at the top, I assume, went around the corner. But I was so sweaty. My t-shirt was just, you could bring it out almost. So I've got this back on because it's actually got quite cold now. And that's the problem with this, you get to the top, and it's sunny at the bottom all the way up, then it changes. And you're very sweaty if you don't change your clothes. You get really cold. So I might have to put my coat on. Stop again. It took me 5 minutes to get the coat on because it's right down the bottom of my bag. Then the zip jammed, so I'm gonna have to take it off again. But anyway, this is the view. So I had to come down because it got windy, and this wouldn't come out in the camera, but that was an amazing view, really was. I know it does get annoying, and I say this all the time, but that really is worth doing that walk, 100%. It's not finished, I'm going to go over here, and then I'll head back down. And that's always the hard part of something, because it just, your knees go up, that's how you get down. So I'll leave this one here. That was incredible. That was really, really worth it. It was tiring though, more tiring than I expected actually at the beginning. The way I went up is very steep actually. This place is actually better on the way back down, but as a walk it's probably much better to do the way as advertised, clockwise, because it's probably going down that side would be harder because it might be a bit slippery actually. But also it was a more interesting way up actually, and the way you get to the sort of the top. So now I'm off camping now for the next 5 nights. No more nice bed in the shepherd's hut and a shower. Well, there are showers there, but I'm hoping this bit's going to be right. I've not done camping at a campsite before, well, not for years actually. So it was a way to sort of break it up a bit. One, to make it more interesting, perhaps. Two, is also a bit cheaper because some of the Airbnbs have got very expensive actually. So yeah, three nights at one campsite and then 2 nights at another one. However, the campsite is supposed to be really, really nice though, so that's the main thing. So it's one of those things I'll either may not enjoy or I may really enjoy. I don't know until I've done it. So, but it's a good thing to try because if I do enjoy it, and it's better than I think, then it'll be a cheaper way to break these trips up actually.